Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. I'm playing an EGIK WM France deck G456 game with Pain, Ray Krebs, and Agrippina. So, a couple options here. Could be Baker Servant, Benefactor, Trinket Collector. Probably don't want to first pick Trinket Collector just because it swings a lot depending on what minors you see. I think Benefactor, like, so there are a lot of good combos for Baker Servant, but as I talked about in my last game, usually a winning strategy involves a plan to get your fourth family member. And Benefactor contributes to that better than Trinket Collector or Baker Servant. So I think as a first pick, that's a better option here. Don't want Merchant Plowman with Benefactor because the wood cost is too annoying. Kind of a similar issue with Forest Farmer, but what else am I taking out of this pack if I'm not taking Forest Farmer? Don't want Thatcher because I don't have to spend any read on the Benefactor room. The rest of the cards in the pack are all fairly weak. Basket Maker is okay. Beastmaster should wheel, so I could take it on the rebound. That would be fine. Traveling Salesman, there are games where it's usable, but Forest Farmer also lets me use wood after fencing for Benefactor, so that's something to think about. You like Baker Servant over Benefactor? I mean, I think Baker Servant is a lot like. I think Baker Servant, if you don't get some baking help or some grain help, I don't think so. Like, okay, if I got past Grain Speculator there, then sure, yeah, it would have been great, or School Lunch Lady or something. But I think Benefactor, considering it combos with cards like Dove Hunter, Animal Tamers, or Animal Husbandry Worker, Visionary. There's lots of great combos for Benefactor. I think that probably, yeah. So Baker Servant is a good card, but I don't think it's a very stable first pick. Like, I think probably part of the reason for Baker Servant's power is that it doesn't. It's not a great pick in a vacuum. So there's knowing that there's the joinery merchant plowman out there. Sculptor's Son is a something, but again, you're competing for the joinery, which is not great. Fence Deliveryman is not really very good with Benefactor. Like, if you play Fence Deliveryman in round 1, okay, you're getting 4 fences here and then 4 fences here. So you'd want to have fence 3. No, even fencing 3 is not good enough. You'd have to have fence 7 in between. Fence Deliveryman is not really good with Benefactor. Not too impressed with this. Well Seller is kind of interesting. I think the best card is Sculptor's Son. Alternative Designer is okay as well. Because then I get like a 6 clay action, then it's worth playing to still get an early benefactor out. But you know what? I'm gonna grab Sculptor's Son here. I might not play it. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, the other thing is Baker's Servant is a little more solitaire mode because the So Bake space is usually not as contested. Whereas a card like Benefactor, you're a lot more dependent on getting some good wood actions, right? So you're a little more dependent on your opponents not like taking 2 wood, for example. Well, here are all the good cards. I mean, I've got fine cards so far, but yeah, Elder's Daughter is good. So I'm not taking these 3. I should take Borrower more than I do. So Borrower is not a bad option here. Pastor is very interesting with Benefactor. Gets me 3 wood for the... Like, really, I'm playing Pastor after... Pastor to get the resources for my 4th room, probably. The fact that it gets the stone does something with Sculptor's Son. It gets clay for major improvements as well, so it's not an awful option here. Borrower's good though. Borrower's quite good. Borrower would give me lots of time to focus on getting my Sculptor's Son online. But again, knowing that the Merchant Common is out there is something I have to think about. I'm going to take Pastor here. Yeah, the Benefactor doesn't go super well with the Sculptor's Son because the Benefactor you usually want to be building a hearth to hold your breeding pairs of animals. But the other thing about eating breeding pairs of animals is that sometimes you can only get 2 of an animal, so you can't eat them. You don't want to eat them right away. So then, maybe having the guilds to feed with and just let the animals accumulate, that's something that could be done. I'm not sure which direction this game's going in. I don't have a strong... I think my miners will probably tell me what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, if I pick up something like Sawhorse, that lets me fence 15 pretty easily. Yeah, I would definitely think about just hoarding wood in that case. But if I got something like Dragonfly Pond, I could Reedstone Food, Dragonfly Pond, Reedstone Food, and there's my 2 stone for the joinery, and then I could get Sculptor's Son online. I don't really have any late game mocks for Universal Educator. I'm not going to play Forester Mooch. Junior Partner really depends on the miners, but it could be good depending on the game. Clay Mixer makes it a bit easier for me to build a clay room. Take Junior Partner here, swing for the upside, and Beastmaster, sure. Yeah, I have tons of early game cards. I need end of the game cards, so Beastmaster. And Alternative Designer looks fine. Animal Welfarist is Nah. I'm gonna want to do all my fencing with one action, so alternative designer. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Throw out benefactor, expansion plans, foreign labor, maybe. Or I could play rope fences. Hmm. I don't even think with Baker's Servant I've been that happy with Universal Educator. Because I still would have had to just take 2 grain, plow 2 fields. That's a lot of work. That would have been a lot of work. Maybe I'm supposed to take rope fences here. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like rope fences here. The stone reno strat is there. But I don't really have like pastor, maybe. Like if I see like lighthouse or something, I'm gonna be sad. But anything other than lighthouse, and I'm okay with this. All right, I'm actually pretty happy to see heavy plow here. I feel better about this decision seeing heavy plow. All right, yep. Go for a couple cattle. Get all my fields in one move at the end of the game, or 2 moves maybe. Good. Expansion plans, foreign labor, pastor. Yeah, I'm not sure that's enough on its own to throw out benefactor. Um, Only if somebody takes expansion plans. I think expansion plans might wheel. It's a card that wheels fairly frequently. Like usually someone takes foreign labor over expansion plans because they have like they maybe have lady in waiting or they have silo girl or plow stonehouse plow player, whatever that card is. Didn't see any passing minors either. So probably not playing junior partner. The moment this is looking like a 2 occupation game. If expansion plans wheels, then maybe a 3 occupation game with pastor, but probably it's a 2 occupation game. But that's okay. I can win a 2 occupation game with this hand. 4 room stone house, 4 pastures, 5 or 6 fields. Yep, I can do well with this hand. Alright, Ray, you gotta pass me some miners. Alright. Miner picks have been made. Alright. So this has got to be storybooks, pretty sure. Storybooks is a good way to get my cattle for my heavy plow. It also gives me a line where I build a room and get the animal for benefactor from storybooks that way. Yeah. Yeah. Pretty sure this has got to be storybooks here. And what am I going to be left with? Like March, Stone Kitchen, Clay Exchange, or Horse, maybe? And I don't really want any of those. You think so? Ray did pick past Pastor out of that pack. I mean, there was other good stuff, but I feel like the fact that I got Pastor might be a positive for me. Alright, this is quite a good Alms hand. Yeah, I'm happy to play Alms here. No occupation prerequisites on any of my miners yet. Alright, so with Alms, it's pretty clear. 3 wood, 2 reed. Set up rope fences, benefactor. Start player Alms into benefactor, into family growth, storybooks, ideally. And then build a room later. Or set up pastor. That's the other thing I could do. But if I can get into the family growth queue, then I should. Alright. Yeah, someone took expansion plans over foreign labor. I'm pretty surprised by that. It doesn't happen too often. Well, that player is not going to be going after my wood piles. Children's Playground is pretty good here. I think I'm going to block foreign labor here. Oh, Muddy Waters, nice. Also, Sack Card is good. Grab Muddy Waters. It's a little worse with Alms, but yeah, Sack Card won't get played for a long time. I might not have 2 occupations for a pretty long time. Alright. The miners are a lot better than my occupations. I mean, if it is Ray, then Ray can't have foreign labor and expansion plans because it was my opening pack, so... Come on. Let's finish this up. I was right. March, horse, stone, kitchen. Horse might have been okay if I had taken the playground. Stone kitchen's fine. It's a little expensive for what it does, but it is a minor improvement, so. Alright, I start in second. We get to play the game. Considering I just pulled stone kitchen, I'm going to open with reed stone food. Second move, 2 wood. Since getting reed stone food twice gets me my 2 reed for rope fences, or it just gets me my 2 reed for a wood room, so I can still go multiple directions here. I can benefactor first, or I can wood room first. Master Cook, eh? Didn't really see any great Master Cook cards, I don't think. But they might have all got taken. I mean, it's possible Pain has expansion plans, like especially if we start players here, then it might be Pain with expansion plans. Plows, Is Pain setting up Like, normally you would guess Payne took Baker's Servant out of that pack. But the fact that he plowed the first field is a little weird, because you could get it from Baker's Servant, but maybe he's going to just set up 2 raw grain fields. I mean, Ray Krebs might have... yeah, Ray Krebs could definitely have Baker's Servant. Especially Family Physician getting a grain here. Would be a good start for the Baker's Servant. Alright, 2 times Reedstone Food's good. Second move, 2 wood. Oh, Agrippina took 1 reed. Wow. It's not all that common. Payne took 3 wood twice and plowed in the bottom of his farmyard. Does he have South Pole Explorer? Did he first pick South Pole Explorer? What did I see out of Payne's pile? That was the Pastor pile. There were good cards in that pile. I have a hard time imagining he would first pick South Pole Explorer. But it is Payne, so it's not impossible. What was the other one? It was Trinket Collector in my opening pack. Yeah, Ray's got I bet Ray's got Baker's Servant. So then Trinket Collector to Payne, maybe. Yeah, could just be Payne bootstrapping the grain. You're right. There was the France Deck Miner that makes your ox free. He could have first picked. He could have first picked something like Child Psychologist, and then he's setting up free ox with that France Miner. It could be that as well. And actually, they would generate food with Universal Educator. No, Ray got 2 clay and a grain. It's just uncommon. But this is the Family Physician wants to be late in the turn order issue. That someone played Family Physician and then kept putting me in last and putting themselves in first. And I was like, you have Family Physician, you want to be late in the turn order. Wow, Agrippina could Master Cook, which means I get a 3rd Reedstone Food action. Should be kind of gross. It's the reed for storybooks. It's the 3rd stone for Stone Kitchen. Wow. If I wheel 2 wood, pretty sure I'm winning this game. With Alms in the first room. Agrippina's had some pretty poor moves, just in terms of the resource grabs. I think two clay actions. No, never mind. There was four clay there. That was four clay. Okay, four clay's okay. Just that Agrippina took one read, I guess. And then start player Beanfield, I don't love with Master Cook. If you're gonna play start player with Master Cook, you gotta be doing something that helps your farm, I think, or that makes your later actions better. And Beanfield is just like, oh, you start player into 3 wood. Okay, sure. Private Forest. Okay. Let's start player into a 4 food action. And then Agrippina probably Reedstone Foods over Master Cook. Maybe. Maybe Master Cook. In which case I would get my 4th Reedstone Food of the round, which would be pretty silly. Ray Krebs is taking... Oh, Ray Krebs wants to get their clay oven online. Okay. Seems a little greedy. Yeah, build a room is not contested at all. Take 3 wood. Yeah, it could be. Paint could be setting up child psychologist here for free occupations the rest of the way. Stone Kitchen's a bit worse with Elder's Daughter in the game, but it lets me start player into a sheep grab. I mean, Agrippina might be doing occupation in one of the next 2 rounds to get some breeding sheep, but yeah, hard to say. Build a room's not contested at all. Okay, taking 4 food. I already have enough food for the next harvest, and Alms will feed me in the stage 3 harvest, so yeah. Things are going well. There's the golden rose. Yeah, I'm guessing it's child psychologist. Start of this game feels very slow. Agrippina well cellar. Okay, sure. I could build the well. I'm not sure if I'm going to. I'm not committed yet. I don't really need the food from Stone Kitchen for a little while. So it could maybe be determined by if Agrippina takes the sheep. Certainly I'll build a room first move. And then I could build the well with my second move. I'm not sure if I want to do that. It would let Agrippina, like, reno pottery here. I also have to think about where do I think Merchant Plowman ended up? Did it end up in Ray Krebs' hand? Certainly works nicely with Elder's Daughter. And Ray Krebs does know that Sculptor's Son was out there, so might have valued it a bit higher because of that. Yeah, Agrippina could have the expansion plans. I think that would be... Yeah, with Well Cellar coming out here, that gets you your stone to reno twice with. Yeah, someone's on a 2-room strat and they haven't taken stone yet. Yeah, that's why I'm guessing it's Agrippina. Just with the Well Cellar coming out here. Still not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Keep taking wood. It's gonna be good for my benefactor. Yeah. Yeah, I keep taking wood. Could have played Stone Kitchen, but then I'm vulnerable to the 2 sheep getting taken by Agrippina, so... Yeah, so yeah, Agrippina's going after those sheep. Makes sense. This Reno magnet for Ray Krebs. I'll start player storybooks here. Although Alms into Forest Farmer doesn't look too bad. Because Forest Farmer round 7 might be a fine action. Forest Farmer Plow round 7. But I don't really want to spend the wood until my benefactor fences are up. So yeah, I think storybooks into Alms looks like the play. Or I could hold on to Alms still and play Stone Kitchen. Oh, Agrippina's playing a bit slow. Oh man, is Agrippina start playing for me? Uh, thank you. Yeah. Okay. I'll take 3 wood. Does Agrippina have anything that could let them jump me here? A five occupation minor that would let them jump me. Nope. Don't think that it exists. Thinking about writing desk into something. I think Agrippina has not Master Cooked in the right rounds. So here's the trap with Master Cook. You play Master Cook and then you use it in round 2, which I think might be the worst round to Master Cook in, unless you want Plow, and then you don't do it after. It's like, yeah, I think the Master Cook has not been that good. Like playing Writing Desk didn't have to come on Start Player, for example. Also, a pain playing traveling salesman, probably not child psychologist anymore. Unless he really wants to set up for Start Player Cooking Hearth in round 7. The other thing I'm wondering about is Agrippina trying to push me into building the well. Just thinking about Agrippina takes Start Player where I would have otherwise. Is Agrippina trying to give me a move where I have nothing better to do than build the well? It's interesting to think about. Fence 4. What? Oh, this is a weird game. I guess you got a grain. Okay, that's why. Yeah, I'm still thinking I'm gonna build the stone kitchen. I'm not sure that I'm building the well yet. I'm gonna read stone food. I could also just build a 4th room. That's also a thing that could happen. I'm interested to see what I get back here. Because if I get 4 wood, I might not even play rope fences. Probably still worth it. Just because it looks like the reed being spent in the game will be a little light. Just with, I'm guessing Agrippina's not building a room. And I did get reed stone food 4 times. I'm really hungry. I'm gonna have to eat after this game. have any promotions. All right, to read. So I want to play rope fences. And the plan is probably start player alms. I'm trying to set up something like round 9, start player alms into taking animals into benefactor, something like that, so that I can grow family growth in round 10. Or I could just build in round 8. I mean, I'm pretty sure Agrippina is going to build in front of me, but... Pretty sure Agrippina will first action build, but if they don't, I can first action build and grow in round 9. And then who needs benefactor? Assuming pain. You shouldn't have to assume. You should know. You should know that nobody else can grow. Gary Fiskin, I've never played Master Cook. How many times do you usually use it when you play it right? So I think Master Cook is bad to activate in round 2, but otherwise your goal should be to activate it like... If you're gonna play Master Cook, there's a big there should be something really good for you not to activate it. There should be something really good. Room got taken by Agrippina. Okay, so yeah, I'll go down the benefactor path here. So rope fences, I think, with this move. Or do I play something else first? I think start player rope fences. And then I should fence this round and then get 2 boar or 3 sheep in round 9. Yeah, there should be something really good. So, like, if there's 6 wood, you take 6 wood. But in general, with Master Cook, the other thing is you don't really want to put yourself in a position where you start playing into 6 wood with Master Cook. What you'd rather do than start player into 6 wood is probably trigger Master Cook and take 3 wood twice. That's probably what you'd rather do, because then you have 2 food versus a minor improvement. But in general, with Master Cook, you want good ways to spend that food. You're looking for stuff like Grotto, Grocer. But even with Grocer, you want like you want to buy the Grocer stuff and then use it quite early with Master Cook, because usually it's better. Like, the thing about Master Cook is that it falls off a lot, right? So you want to be using Master Cook as often as you can in the first 2 stages, because in round 8, your first action versus your fourth action or third action is a lot worse. So your first action might be 4 wood, and your fourth action, if you first move Master Cook, might be 2 wood or something, right? So then is 2 food worth 2 wood? Depends on the game, but usually not. Yeah. Um, it also requires some good planning. I also think it's better when you have read avoiders. I do think Master Cook likes cards like Thatcher. That's why Agrippina's one read action is particularly weird. Because with Master Cook Thatcher, I'd be thinking activate Master Cook every round for the first 6 rounds or 7 rounds. First six of or 5 of 7, five out of the first 7 rounds. Have 10 wood, have 2 read. Get 1 2 read action, which usually you can get in round 4, because at that point usually the read is less valuable. Okay, so one of these moves is fencing 15. And then 4 clay, I guess. Could plow. No, I'm gonna heavy plow. I don't want to plow. Yeah, 4 clay, sure. And then I can first move to boar, and then second move start player alms, and third move benefactor. Oh, Payne's downsizing with Fence Deliveryman. That's a nice combo. Only risk is if you haven't grown by that point yet. But then you downsize on your round 13 fence. But then you have to still be in wood going into the start of round 13, which is dangerous. Although being still on wood when you're downsizing is not such a big deal, because you don't have you just don't have those actions available. Like you, getting to stone is not as important when you're on a small house. It's not worth as many points. Pastor would have been good for Payne, because Ray Krebs probably builds. Although could start player here. Could recognize that Agrippina really does not want to build to stable block when they get a free stable. Yeah, we could see start player here into build from Ray Krebs. Agrippina's growing this round, right? Seeing it, I feel like it will give me last family growth and too much food. We need specific. Yes, right, right. So that's why I really like Thatcher. I really like Thatcher with Master Cook. But your plan has to be, you have to accept the fact that if you're going to Master Cook, you're going to have rounds where you come out of it with 4 wood and 2 food. Because you take 2 wood twice and you get 2 food. Or rounds where you play expensive occupation and get 2 wood and you got 2 food. Like, you're going to have rounds like that. So you just have to understand that's going to happen. Or maybe you get a 4 clay action that's available really late. HIKLJ makes an excellent point. Cards that make your late actions better, like Wheelbarrow Pusher. Yep. Although with Wheelbarrow Pusher, I'm not sure if I'd even play Master Cook, because you want a Wheelbarrow Pusher round 1. Occupation engines like Educator, Writing Maniac. Yep, Yep. Anything like I said, anything that lets you spend food, and those cards are all food junkies. They all want tons of food. Playing Alms is a little risky here because one occupation space is already occupied, but let's see what happens. I get 8 food. So Payne does have Baker's Servant. And yeah, lost out on the clay oven to the family physician. That's feels bad. And pushed out downsizing. Kind of weird. Not the most synergistic game plan from Payne. But I'm just sad because it means that I don't grow in round 10. I'm not jumping Ray. Unless Ray is really greedy and doesn't build a clay room here. But that would be quite greedy. It's not impossible, though. Agrippina's growing, so even if Agrippina gets 4 wood, they're not also getting the reed. Payne could take the reed, but then he's starving, or at least he has to eat a raw grain. Yeah, maybe. We could see Ray Krebs try to delay building. So I asked how long this snowboard is that this person's selling on Kijiji, and they sent me a picture with a tape measure over the board, which is funny. Too small for me. I'm going to try to get a... My first board was a little small, but it was very cheap. But I think this one I'm going to hold out for something a little better. So I don't want to take 3 wood because there's a chance I get 6 wood at the start of next round. Could grab the 2 stone or take a crop here. Yeah, probably take a crop here. Wow, he's going to spend a raw grain to plow here. That I do not care for. Not when you have the clay oven and you're going to bake with it. Breed, thank you. Yeah, so I get 6 wood or 3 stone here, so I'm happy with either. Three stone builds the well. 6 wood is my heavy plow plus some stables or something. Yeah, stables. Or my forest farmer actions. I do have forest farmer still. Yeah, it looks like I'm getting 6 wood. Nice. So then this round is like 6 wood. 6 wood plow forest farmer. And try to use benefactor to grow in 11, I think. Oh, what am I saying? I have heavy plow. I don't want to plow any fields until heavy plow is out. I'm going to play one occupation this game, and it's going to be benefactor. I mean, I could forest farmer if I think I'm going to get plow sow twice, but nah. The rare one occupation game. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. First move 2 sheep from Pain. Yeah, game is pretty hungry. But I mean, he's going to start baking, right? Bake a grain, sow 2 grain. Reedstone food from Ray Krebs. Yeah, Ray Krebs wants to keep spending 2 stone and then magneting a stone. Wheeling the 3 stone would be pretty good. Nice. So Agrippina not taking a read is good because it means that I might be able to pull off last action benefactor here. And Payne's definitely not building another room because of downsizing. And Ray is growing, so looks like I should pull off benefactor into grow in 11. Okay, Payne start player sack cart. Or sorry, cat. Oh no, this is on major minor, playing 2 minors at once without renovating. It's a little odd. I guess he gets the sack cart grain next round, and now he's gonna sow. Payne kind of wants to take a vegetable so that he can bake a grain, sow a grain and a vegetable, and then a grain onto cash crop. I think that's what I'd be looking to do here as Payne. But then you have to make sure you get sow in round 11. Which you should get, right? I mean, Agrippina is not gonna... has no fields. Yeah, so then I'd like last action vegetable for Payne, I think. Yeah, and you're not giving up much. There are no good wood actions on the board. I guess you could sow 2 grain. Yeah, you just wait until next round. You sow 2 grain. Bake a grain, sow 2 grain on fields and 1 grain onto cash crop. And then you don't have to take vegetable here. Yeah, you could do it that way as well. Yeah, so Agrippina could build 3rd move. So playing Benefactor here is a little sad. But I'll do it anyways. If Agrippina does build into grow, first move grow, then I'm getting... Well... Actually, no. Payne didn't start player. I was presuming that Payne had start playered, but no, he didn't. That's right. I'm confusing myself. Payne's going to play farm worker. Okay. Where are the resources coming from? I feel like Payne needed like some really good big resource grabs, which he hasn't really gotten. Maybe just his wood, his 5 wood, I guess. Since he fences 4 with fence deliverymen. Yeah, 5 wood, 5 fields, 5 more fields. Yeah, okay. It's fine. But you're baking as well? I don't know. Yeah, bake a grain and then 1 farm worker. Okay, so 6 food off of the action with 1 bake. 1 grain, 1 wood into 6 food. Agrippina start player kids corner, going after 2 cattle or 2 boar. That lets me first move take animals as well, since I'm not obligated to first move family growth. So that works for me. Then next move, start player heavy plow. And then family grow stone kitchen. Payne is taking vegetable before he sows, yeah. But then he's only sowing 1 grain here. I kind of like sowing grain multiple times, trying so hard not to build the well. I might still build it. Like, I definitely can still build it. But nobody else is gonna build it, right? Ray Krebs wants to keep magneting. He's gonna build the BMW, right? And he's gonna magnet a stone. He's not going for the well. Payne is gonna sow this round. Doesn't have multiple actions to get the well. It's only Agrippina. And Agrippina wants me to build the well anyways, because she played well seller, so. What does Stone Kitchen do? It's a cooking corner. It's a cooking corner that costs 3 stone and gives 2 points. Yeah, Stone Kitchen is actually quite useful. The ability to feed and play a feed while from a miner is just it's very good. It's very good. In this game, it's a bit worse because it's not helping me go for the Elder's Daughter points. But when you get 4 Reedstone Foods in round 1, and then you get, or in stage 1, and then you get the first 3 stone action, works out okay. You didn't have a plan for your third move here? I don't know. I feel like you had the whole round to plan out your third move. And I gotta feed 2 boar and a food to feed 7. I get a cattle and breed it. This game is such smooth sailing, it is. Yeah. Yeah, so family growth would be great because it comes with a cattle. Plow sow would be great because I plow 2 fields and I need 2 plow actions the rest of the way, so I'm happy with either. I will reno and build the well at some point. It is family growth. Okay. Family growth might be slightly worse for me, but Payne's not really interested in the plow space, and Ray Krebs is not really interested in the plow space. Payne start player and builds the fireplace. Payne's probably got sheepskin rug, I'm guessing. Since spending that clay means that he's pretty much not going to reno. It's not going to be worthwhile for him to take a reno action. But, I mean, he's on 2 rooms, so reno's not really that good for him anyways. Agrippina's got clay hut extension. Okay. Happy that I dodged getting jumped by that. Don't think I play it. I don't think there's any line where I play it. Certainly gonna plow 2 fields here. So yeah, 2 sheep would be good here. 2 sheep and then grain, probably. So I'm gonna try, hopefully start player Buddy Waters next round. I'm hoping we have Family Growth or Plow Sow from Payne, and then the opposite from Ray. And then I'm just hoping Agrippina doesn't like start player. What could it be? Start player Riding Plow, maybe. Agrippina's got hay rake. Okay, so Agrippina might start player next round. Unless she takes some animals. This is looking like the rare nobody got to stone gate. Actually, no. Because after I play the well, Agrippina will have almost enough stone for the stone Reno. So Agrippina might get to stone. I think if Payne takes family growth, Ray Krebs is in a bit of trouble. I think Ray Krebs really needs a family growth even without room action. Otherwise, he's just going to end up with too many negatives on his farm at the end of the game. Does have nice, like his improvement score is really nice, right? 4 major improvements, 2 points from minors, Elder's Daughter, that's good. But just going to be lacking in some other points. Yeah, having to take vegetable manually with 3 family members and family physician is very sad. Because you know he's just been looking the whole game for a spot he can get vegetable from. Which actually could have come on 2 stone, couldn't it have? You should have just taken 2 stone. No, 4. It's got to be 4 spaces. So yeah, 2 stone comes with grain only. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Payne is not plow sowing here. Pretty sure this is family growth from Payne. Now, technically, Ray Krebs should have to declare which which space they're magneting from. But, I mean, if they take 3 stone, then I'll first action Reno well. It doesn't really matter. Wow. Payne did plow sow. Yeah, I definitely thought family growth looked better, but Payne's filling up his farm. I mean, they're both 3-point actions, but yeah, the one comes with an extra move later, so I think family growth was better there for Payne. Just my 2 cents, though. I barely have the stuff for Muddy Waters here, which is funny. Just barely. Just barely have enough cards. What do I get? Is it a food or a clay? Food. Yeah, and then I ran a well this round. Maybe so. Ray Krebs might sow. If Ray Krebs doesn't sow, I'll sow. Unless I have to Reno, because someone took stone. But probably sow second move. Otherwise, Reno and taking crops. I guess I do need some food. Like 6 food fishing might be worth taking. Because I don't want to have to eat more than 1 cattle here. Because I want to keep... Yeah. So 6 clay, 6 food, and then maybe another crop move or Reno. Reno, yeah. So 6 food, Reno, and a crop. 1 crop action. Or build a stable. Although I kind of want to hold stables for the end of the game. Payne might reno here, which would be a little annoying, but it's not terrible. Because I could just build the well on major minor. Wouldn't be the end of the world. Yep, Payne is renovating. Reno irrigation canal and sheepskin rug. His crops don't make any sense for irrigation canal because you like moving the vegetable over does nothing, but moving the grain over does actually get you an extra grain. So it looks like Payne should have this reversed, right? Because yeah, because that like like plowing, then you do move a grain and actually get an extra grain as well. But the way he has it now, moving the vegetable over, you're not actually getting an extra vegetable. Well cellar does not like this late of a well. No, that's why part of why well cellar's power is so low. And only Agrippina has moves left, so I don't even have to worry about somebody else building the well. Nobody has actions, which is yeah. Yep. Guys, I think I'm winning. Oh man. I was a little worried when Family Growth flipped in 12 that I wouldn't get my 2 plow actions, but yeah. Agrippina going for the 2 bore around 13 was good for me. So what Payne could do is he could sow the grain on. Yeah, he's just not activating irrigation at all. It's fine. Payne left himself enough wood to build a stable. So I'm hoping that I can build stables with my second move, because Ray Krebs will not build stables because he's got the joinery, but Payne might. And certainly the 8 wood is dead in my hand if it's not going towards... I mean, 3 stables. 6 of it's going to stables. 1 of it's going to the well. If I had 1 more clay from Muddy Waters, then I could build the stone oven and build 4 stables, and it's pretty equivalent, but don't think I've ever seen me play only 1 hawk. Yeah. Well, the hawks were pretty poor, and these guys let me get Reedstone food 4 times in stage 1. That's my advice to people who are just learning the game. My friend was like, hey, we just bought the game and we're going to play for the first time this weekend. I want the secret strategy that's going to guarantee my victory. And I told him, take Reedstone food as many times as you can in the first 4 rounds. And he was like, yeah, I won by like 6 or 7 points. Yeah, well, Reno Well is still uncontested, so let's get these stables built. Could have built the 4th stable, but then it's possible that somebody else could build the well or the stone oven, so... you know what, it's probably correct to build the 4th stable, because whatever somebody builds, I just build the other one. The only way that I really get stuck is if I don't get Reno Improvement. Yeah, I should definitely have built the 4th stable. That was a mistake. Playing solo 2 players is weird. Yeah, and that's part of the reason that we really like the Reedstone food action, because it just opens up a lot of like gameplay space that would not be there otherwise. That's part of the reason why 4 players is the preferred format on the site, is the inclusion of the Reedstone food action. It just lets you do so much more. Can I build the well after Agrippina's last action? So that Agrippina gets the well seller resources, but they're totally useless, like they're unusable. Also, all these cards. Yeah, I mean, the base game has some very good cards. It's mostly... Some of it's the format that we play Draft 9 instead of Draft 7. But that's just to make it so that your last... You know... Part of the fun of that is you're not stuck with an unplayable card as your last pick, right? You get to pick 1 out of 3, so you should get something useful. Yeah, part of it's Draft 9. 7 out of 9. And part of it's that the G45, some of the cards are strong. In general, I would say our goal has been to make sure the new sets have a higher floor, but a lower ceiling. So you don't get the Braggart Chamberlain-esque cards. Not that Chamberlain is super broken, because it's really only broken in a late family growth game. But Braggart, you know, keep those cards kind of toned down. Yeah, I'm going to have a dead action. I should have built the 4th stable. Base game has too many. Well, that's the thing. There are a lot of cards that are just not worth playing. They're just not. Like Storyteller, in the vast majority of games, it's better to just take one vegetable from the space instead of playing Storyteller, paying a food to play it, and then taking Traveling Players and paying another food to get a vegetable. Not a great Yeoman Farmer, no. But Pain's out of points, I guess. Nothing else to do. Reno is still uncontested. Yeah, I can do anything. I could play Forest Farmer just for fun. Really, does not matter. I don't know. Clays and take Clay as taking some points away from Ray Krebs, maybe. I'm not sure what Ray Krebs' last move is. Agrippina changing plans. Yeah, so I could have one more point if I'd built the fourth stable. So that's something that I should have done. Alright, well is mine. 6 food and a cattle and breed everything else. $52 for me. Definitely enough to win this game. Yeah, I won this game by more than 10 points. $37, $52, $40, $41. All right, guys. That is going to be all for me. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. If you want to hang around, we'll raid someone in the board game category. And then I'm going to go grab some food. I'll be back tomorrow. Probably do another 2, maybe 3 games tomorrow. And yeah. Otherwise, thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you next time.